You know what they say. Keep it balanced. Keep it cute. But baby, my balance, it comes from above. So step light. Hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. Weighing every season, heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my walk, glory in my cover. Step to the left, I'm aligned. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my swag. Born with the scales in my head. Still I lay it all in His plan. Measured by mercy, not fame. He called my star by my name. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hands up high, heels on beat. Praise in the club, praise in the street. Halo over this laid out lace. A little gloss, whole lot of grace. They see the charm, but He sees the core. He opened doors I ain't asking for. So I two-step, testify, slide every turn. He by my side. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Whoa, left, right, spin it, back, stay true. If you love the Lord, let Him shine. Hey, heart in the clouds, feet on the floor. We give Him the praise, then we give Him some more. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy Kinsiada, happy bar mitzvah, happy anniversary, lottie-dottie, everybody, okay? You know I'm the for the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch, Everybody gets a darn blasted smooch, mwah, okay? Before I get out here and do all the things today in Kentucky, got to get out in these streets. Okay, it's 63 here. What's up, D-Ham Boo? And all my butterflies that's up there in the butterfly queendom, and anyone who will be tuning into this a little later, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep Charlie in your prayer. Charlie is under the weather at this time. Charlie sending love. I finally remembered her channel whole name. My sister from another mister, my vanilla sister. Y'all know me and Charlie. I love me some Charlie. So please keep her in your prayers, okay? Hopefully she'll be back with us this week and everything. So she is under weather. So yeah. Hey, Will. Hey, how are you doing, love? Thank you for dropping down. Yeah, we are not going to be on here long. I promise you, and I promise you, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so let me just say it like let me lead into this segment like this. When I wrote my first book, it's called God Can Still Use Damaged Things. Okay, I was coming from being a woman now who during her childhood was molested and all the things, okay, without triggering people, all the things, okay. So I talked about how a lot of times parents trust people so much, and it's the ones that you trust to be under your nose, okay. And a lot of men, especially dads, brought my book, and they was leaving reviews, and a couple of people, emailed me because I got my email in the book, and they was this one guy I never forget. He said, "Thank you so much for being so transparent in your book." He said, "I didn't have to wonder what you was talking about because you was just straight up." He said, "This book made me go and talk to my daughter and ask my daughter, has anybody, messed with her or whatever and everything." He said, and I hate to admit, and when he said that, he said, "But thank you for writing the book." So a lot of men was grateful that I actually wrote the book, especially those with daughters. Sometimes, and I used to tell people, because I was a therapist. I'm retired. My husband retired me. Praise God. Um, Sometimes I tell men, if you got a difficult daughter, um, most of the time, not all the time, there's exceptions to every rule. But if you got a difficult daughter, like if she seemed like she's just, off kilter, and, seem like she's always angry, seem like she's angry at you and all this and stuff like that, ask her a very complicated question. You got to be man enough first to hear it and ask it. Okay. And I remember my dad having that conversation with me. And the one time, without getting into that story, the one time when he called me to sit down and asked me what happened if this person touched me. And I remember crying, all these emotions and things that's going through my head. And I remember crying and stuff. And I remember saying, "No, because I don't want you to die. He said he's going to kill you, and all this and stuff." And my daddy started laughing and said, "Baby, trust me. Your daddy can take care of himself. I want you to tell me what happened." And so I did. He said, "Okay. That's what are you okay?" He hugged me and was like, "It's not your fault, blah, blah, blah." All the things are the things. I didn't know how bad my daddy was, though. He's in books. That's all I'm gonna say about that. He's in a whole lot of books. Okay. I didn't know who he was. To me, he was daddy. So but yeah, I remember that. And then I remember the other hard conversation that I had to have with him. And he told one of his people to take me home. He said, "Take my daughter home." And it went down, y'all. Oh my God, all those stories. But what I said, all that to say, don't be afraid to talk to your kids. Sometimes your children will tell you where you failed them. You got to be woman enough and man enough to hear that. You got to be. That's why I said sometimes people make me itch because they don't want to have the hard conversations. How do you become better if you don't have these conversations? You live your life in a mist. You live your life wondering. You live your life, just thinking. It's just, I've never been one to wonder. Never. You know, I was on, shout out to Lolo. Lolo's Love Bugs or something, like, I forgot what the channel is, but Lori, aka Lolo. I was on Lolo's last night, and I was talking about some of the sexual things that I have done. Okay. And a lot of times I never had that. I wish my dad was around. I know that's right. We are, girl, we're more than conquerors, okay? More than conquerors. Do you hear me? Um, I think that's why, y'all have never let nothing stop me from getting what I want. And I know people think that's, she's just blunt. No, if you ask anybody who know me in my real life, they'll tell you, honey, that child's a go-getter. Like the people that's old enough to remember me as a kid or whatever, they'll tell you she's a go-getter. She don't stop. Whatever she wants, she go. There has been nothing that I wanted that I have not gotten. What's up, shaker, shaker, boo? Nothing. I am actually, if you think about it, I'm on my third list of goals. And that's not even goals. One of the things I'm going to do this year is get a tattoo. I've dealt with one tattoo for the last 6 years, okay? And I'm like, first it was a biblical thing. I'm like, blah blah blah, and I did some research on that because I don't want to go against anything that goes against my God, okay, and everything. So I am gonna get a tattoo. That's one thing. I am gonna get my nose pierced. That's another thing. One is support of my tribe, okay. Is like I told y'all, my daddy is Trinidadian black in Geechee, Gula Geechee, okay. Um, my mom is Caribbean black. He's out. Well, let's say okay, he's mixed. Can I tell y'all my daddy's mixed? Because my grandmother is Choctaw, okay. So she married a husband who was Trinidadian and Gula Geechee, and his mama was black. See how we just mixed up. We're mixed up, and my mama's Caribbean and black. Yeah, so I got everything in me. Okay, so excuse me when I be talking about that, and I'll be like, yeah, because my people this, my people that, my people this. So I'm going to Louisiana this year, and I'm finally gonna meet some family members I've never met except online, and we've been talking, and they've been sharing things with the history that I didn't know. They've been filling in the blanks and all of this and stuff. So I'm excited. But one of the things that most of my family members down there, the women, they all wear a nose pierce. And I've been wanting one and didn't know why. It is funny how your blood calls to you. It's just funny. But anyway, back to the story. I'm going to share a story with y'all that is so heartbroken. It's ridiculous. We really need to teach our young men, and I taught mine. Mine's is grown now. But we really need to teach our young men that no means no. And that if a girl don't want you, it is not your job to take it. Okay? It's just not. This broke my heart. I was talking to JB last night. Shout out to JB. What's up, sisters? My mixology, hey boo. I was talking to JB last night, and this broke my heart. It really did. So let me go ahead and share this. I won't talk y'all to life, okay? Give me one moment to pull it up. You all might have heard this already, but again, we need to teach our men that no means no, and I'm talking about our young men too, okay? We just really do. Let me refresh this and watch it in save, because y'all do know that sometimes they remove stuff from your thing that you save. They'll remove it. It's so many stuff that I had saved y'all to share with y'all. And when I go and look at it, when I go look for it, it's gone. And I know I ain't crazy. So. Okay, let's pull this up. And to the person that shared this with me, thank you so, so much. Okay, here we go, right here. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see it. All these little boys done threw their life away, and that's why I said we need men. Let me say this: women get mad at me. I was a single mother. I was a single mother by force, not choice. Okay, because had I had my wish, me and my oldest child's father would have been married. Unfortunately, when he was coming back to Kentucky to do said what I was just saying, we was gonna get married and blah blah blah. He was murdered. Okay, so it was by force, not choice. Every child needs a positive male role model in their life. And I know women try to be all we can be, and we all the woman. I can bring home a bacon and fry it up in a pan and never, never let you forget it. All that type of stuff. Women's lib and all of that. Okay, good for you. But the fact still remains that kids, especially males, need positive male influences, role models. If it's not the daddy, it should be the uncle, the grandfather. It takes a village to raise a kid. Let's go. Miami boys charged as adults after allegedly forcing rocks, y'all, into a 12-year-old girl's mouth to stop her from screaming for help. 3 boys are accused of attacking a 12-year-old Miami girl in a way that prosecutors say was so brutal, they're charging some of them as adults. In June 2025, the child was walking in her own community, not nobody else's. This is where she should have been safe. Walking in her own communities when boys she knew from apartment complex allegedly grabbed her, dragged her into a garden area, and then held her down and sexually assaulted her. According to officials, the child was pinned by her arms and legs while one or more of the boys forced rocks into her mouth to stop her from screaming for help. The assault reportedly ended only when her father, alarmed by her cries, rushed outside and started calling out for her, prompting the attackers to run, leaving his daughter injured, terrified, and violated. Two named suspects, 13-year-old Nelson Nunez, 12-year-old Joshua Jones, have been indicted and transferred from juvenile to adult court, held without bond in a special unit for juveniles charged as adults. The girl's family says she is still deeply traumatized, and her mother says she and her daughter have moved away from Miami since the assault and are trying to rebuild their lives while they wait for justice in court. Y'all, this is look at these, they babies, look at them. Look at them. They are babies. Why is sex so much on the front of your mind like that? And then that way. Bless that little girl. That is y'all, unless you've been there, you don't know. That is a traumatizing situation. Sometimes you don't immediately heal like your body heals, but the scars, the mental scars, the emotional scars, I'm telling y'all, I was married. Do you hear me? I'm thinking I'm good. I was married, honey. I had other boyfriends and everything before I got married. We was having some sweet fellowship. I'm gonna let your mind flow. We was having some sweet fellowship, and my wonderful late king husband, honey, he touched me real soft in a way, and I screamed. I screamed to the top of my voice. He hopped up out of the bed and moved to the wall and was looking at me. And I was just folded up, rocking back and forth, just folded up, rocking back and forth. I was rocking back like that, okay? And finally, when I realized where I was and saw my husband against the wall, like scared and looking at me, this man, this muscle bound man against the wall, looking at me like, and I was like, oh my God. And just, and finally he eased over to me and sat on the bed, was like, babe, what's wrong? What did I do? Whatever it was, I'm sorry. What did I do? Like, that's the type of, y'all, you got to get you one, okay? Anyway, he was like, I'm sorry. What I said, it wasn't you. Because I hadn't told him. I hadn't told him that, okay? That's the one thing I hadn't told him. I had told him everything else, but about that, I hadn't told him because I thought I was cool and I thought everything was fine. So why bring it up? It's no issues. I told you I had other boyfriends before I had my husband, so it wasn't no issues and all that. Y'all, we had a whole, oh my God, the whole time I was talking to him, he had me in his arms. We was laid down. He had me in his arms. And I started just like crying and slobbing and snot was going everywhere. I said, I'm getting your chest wet. He said, I don't care nothing about that. Keep talking. He wanted me to know I was safe. He wanted me to know he had me. And he was like, as long as I live, you'll never be hurt like that again. He said, I promise you that. He said, I ain't letting nobody hurt you. He said, when I met you, I told you I came in your life to protect you. And that's exactly what he said to me. And I didn't understand why. He said, God sent him to protect me. He said to love me and to protect me. That's the two things he was supposed to do. And when I tell y'all he fulfilled that thing, baby, get you one. Anyway, move forward. So it's best that when you go through things like that, you actually, if you in a relationship and you trust the guy and all this and stuff, you got to be careful who you tell your secrets to, okay? I can relate, unfortunately. Come on, sissy. Because not everybody is, yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, so let's go on. I just, like I said, I need to shed light on that child because these babies done threw their whole life away, especially two of them because they've been tried as an adult. What they might do for the other one, what they might do is wait until he becomes an adult and try him. I'll make it to where he have to serve his sentence after he becomes adult because they'll do that too. Okay, moving on. Let's go to Bill Gates. Do y'all remember when I did a thing on Bill Gates and what he stood for? So the next couple segments is going to be about Bill Gates and you. Okay, so right here, this says the timeline is chilling and raises serious questions about how the COVID pandemic unfolded. 2011, Bill Gates and Jeffrey Epstein reportedly began planning a global pandemic, laying the groundwork for what would later sweep the world. 2015, Gates forms partnership with the WHO, World Bank, Medicine Sans Frontiers, and the United Nations, consolidating their influences over global health initiatives. 2017. Pandemic simulations are treated not as drills, but as business modules, signaling early preparation for profit and control. 2019. A COVID pandemic simulation occurs early, predicting many of the events that will later happen during real outbreak. Okay. Was the pandemic truly unexpected or was it part of a premeditated plan orchestrated by the world's most powerful figures? The connections and timing demand scrutiny. Millions of lives were affected, and the question about foreknowledge and intent are impossible to ignore. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Let me pull up the next one. Okay. This is the one that I did a live on. I wanted my people to be aware uh, of what he was trying to do and what he paid for. Where is it at? I pulled it up. Hold on. This might have been one they snatched again, y'all. Hold on. It's coming up. It's coming up. Y'all know the Wi-Fi sucks, right? Yeah, they snatched it. That's what I thought they was gonna snatch it. Let me try to see if I can pull it up somewhere else. Hold on, because I've taught this once before, but I wanted to uh see. Hold on. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hold on, it's trying. I hope y'all enjoy your day today. Don't forget, next month is the. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this one up. They actually. I'm gonna pull up the Forbes one because you know Forbes is a trusted one. So let's look at this. Let me see. Let me go back over here where you guys at. Here you go. Here you go. I don't know why I heard that Michael Jackson song. You are not alone. I am here with you. Though you're far away. I don't know why, but I hear that song in my heart. Okay, let's see. Allow. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Why isn't it showing y'all? It might make me pay for it, y'all. Okay, there we go. Ain't nobody coming on, member. Quick. Okay. A Bill Gates venture aims to spray dust into the atmosphere. Okay, to the atmosphere to block the sun. What could go wrong? Everything. Because the sun is vitamin D3. Okay, it's vitamin D. All black people need the sun. Everybody needs the sun, but black people are melanin skin. That's what we soak up. That's what makes us us and everything. So he is looking to spray something to block out the sun. Okay. Yes, your friend, Bill Gates. That's why that I wanted to do about it because it was not in my. Get the last one about him before we move on. Y'all think about that. I just wanted to bring it to y'all. Remember about him blocking out the sun. Okay, just blocking out the sun. Okay, so yeah, everything grows. The sun helps things to grow. Gives people tans. The sun is an essential part of life. Okay, okay. So I'm just saying, a lot of things could go wrong with that. The gap from rich to poor is substantial, and they know we depend on the rich to support and pay our lifestyle. We are on the biggest hamster wheel ever. Okay, millions are still being affected by the plan. Jobs are still being cut left and right. Companies have seen they can do more with less. Yeah, that's the thing. They want to keep their money in their pocket. They want to be greedy. Mm-hmm. Yep, they want to be greedy. Yes, ma'am. And it's a shame because, see, you stack everything on the man's shoulder, the little man, you stack everything on his shoulder. It's only a matter of time before it collapses. And we're looking at a collapse about to happen. Okay. We just really are. Okay. So, yeah, they rather pay AI. Mm-hmm. Now, check this one out, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Our feature today is Bill Gates, just in case you all didn't know. All right. So Bill Gates made a shocking statement recently. You don't have a choice. Okay, here it comes. You don't have a choice. People act like you have a choice. For the world at large, normalcy only returns when we largely vaccinate, okay, the entire global population. His comments spark serious questions about global mandates, personal freedoms, and who decides what normal really means. Let me ask you a question. When did Bill Gates go to college to become a doctor? I'll wait. When did Bill Gates go to college to become a professor? I'll wait again. Why are they listening to this man about what we need to do with our lives and with our bodies? I'll wait. Him and Fucci, and even Fucci's being brought up on charges, but that's a whole nother story. Uh, when did he become authoritarian on what we need to do medically? You know, it trips me out. Like the Surgeon General now, from my understanding, the orange guy put somebody in the Surgeon General spot that has never went to medical school, doesn't have a medical degree, but you're going to let people know what they need to do medically. Yeah, where does that make? You know, I really feel like one day I'm gonna wake up from this nightmare because right now I feel like we're under a nightmare. It's like the prisoners is running the insane asylum. It's just weird. And for people to be like, yeah, come on, go. I support everything that goes on. What is wrong with your mind? When does common sense kick in? And I'm learning that common sense ain't so common. A lot of people don't have it. Okay. A lot of people don't have common sense at all. And so it's not about helping the people, it's about helping their pockets. What you said, it's all financial. You right about that. It is all financial, you know. So yeah, Bill Gates is interesting character. I'm gonna let you all draw your own conclusion with him. If y'all hear a little noise, this is my fireplace heater that I got from Wayfair. That if I had my way, I would throw it out the door because it's brand new. A week after I took it out of the box, it started making noise. Now I bought it for a Christmas present from my mom, and so I bought it like a month earlier, and so the warranty had wore off or whatever. And then my mom was like, "No, I don't want nothing for Christmas. Y'all keep it. No, I don't want nothing for Christmas." So I took it out the box. You ain't got to tell me twice not to bless you, ma'am. I'm sorry. You don't want to be blessed? Okay. So I took it out the box, and she been using it. Okay, she been using it. However, the squeaking sometimes get on my nerves, and it doesn't squeak all the time, but it does squeak. You heard it? Okay. So anyway, y'all pray, and I was telling JB yesterday, I said, you know what's so funny? I said, when people try to play God, God gets mad. Okay. If you don't believe me, take a trip over Noah's Ark. Take a trip over and talk to Noah a little bit. Noah will tell you, okay? That's why God told him to build the ark, because he was tired of these people trying to redo what he has done. You get in trouble with an angry God when you try to tell him what he did wasn't good. Okay? And for this man to be trying to block out the sun and talking about everybody need to be vaccinated and blah, 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 you're trying to play God. Okay? It's a whole lot of things that's going on where people is trying to play God. And don't think that you ain't gonna get it. Okay? Okay, the one that they mentioned the other night, like he put somebody in charge. It's a female, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta pull that up. It was on the news here in Kentucky that he had put somebody in charge, and they was arguing about it because they said the person that's in charge now, that is having a certain say, that person doesn't have a doctorate degree, hasn't went to school. So I'm gonna have to find that information for you. But thank you so much for letting me know that. I appreciate that. I really do. So Well says that the Surgeon General right now she is a doctor, and everything. So before I make a statement all the way, I'm gonna pull that information up and share it on my community wall, so that we all can be in the know of what I'm talking about. I be trying to save stuff, y'all. They won't let me be great. They won't. They will not let me be great. And I be like, would y'all leave me alone? Yee me on. Yee me on. That's what I be saying. That's what my granddaughter used to say. Instead of leave me alone, she used to go, yee me on. Yee me on. So I started saying that. Everybody's like, what the I'm like, my grandbaby said yee her young, and I agree with her. Yee her young. We don't want to be bothered. So yee us young, okay? Give me one moment. One moment. Okay, I did too. I thought that was so cute. Let me see. Is this the one I wanted? Hold on. Oh no, not the one I wanted. But Rasam, let's see. Come on, Boo Boo Kitty. It'd be nice if your Wi-Fi went as fast as you wanted to when you wanted to, and then be slow when you don't. You feel me? Uh, I am going to avoid my family today. I'm gonna tell you why. We have a family. We have 4 different family Facebook groups. Okay, and yesterday, my cousin said, "Praying for you, Auntie Joe." I said, "Nope, nope. I can't do another death right now. I'm sorry. Nope, will not do. Cannot do. Not gonna do so. Even if somebody's passed away, I'm not answering my phone today. I'm not going on the Facebook thing. None of that, because I just can't handle it right now. You got to know when you can handle stuff, y'all. And I'm not trying to be funny. I just can't. We just buried my great uncle last Saturday, who was 97 years old. He was the last of the matriarchs, I believe, in our family. And I'm just not ready. I just don't want to deal with that. I just don't. So nope, will not be. I don't care today. I don't. Okay, y'all. So here's the other thing I want to talk to you all about as far as Black History Month is concerned. Now, the reason why I know that this is it's funny. People believe that Black people is thugs, murderers, rapists. I did say rapists, just in case you two's listening. Uh, Alcoholics, drug addicts, losers, low rent. They think we not nothing, but we are very much more. Okay, very much more. Our history is so rich and deep. If it wasn't, they wouldn't be trying to erase our history right now. They are going all out to erase what we have discovered and known. Some of us been knowing. Now, one reason why I know this story right here is because I told y'all my father was a bad shut your mouth. Okay, he's in books. That's all I'm gonna say. He's in books. All right. But this lifestyle was part of my lifestyle. Okay. Um, so the history they don't teach you in public schools. Yashike, a warrior during the 1500s who became the world's first black samurai, earned the title and rank while serving under the rule of Oda Mobigana, a powerful leader in Japan in the 16th century. Yashika origin, however, is uncertain because while historians agree that he was a slave, they can't agree on which country he came from. Okay. And it's funny because, like I said, a lot of people they believe we were many things. They don't believe we started nothing. They don't believe we created nothing. They don't believe that we was in martial arts. When actually, if you go back further, martial arts started with black people. Yes, and I know that's so hard to believe. And most of us, when we went to different countries, taught other people our fighting styles, where they put a name on it, like many things. Okay, so I side eye people who believe that black people were only good for the negative and not for the positive. Okay, I side eye people that only believe that. All right, I just do. Um, Everyone is entitled to what they believe. It's only two more things I want to say. Am I still in my time? Let me see, because I got to get dressed. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm still in my time. Let me share this with you all. Okay. I think this needs to be highlighted, and a lot of people don't agree, but I think this needs to be highlighted. Okay. I don't know if y'all know this particular person, but show your daughters this. Okay. Show your people this. Let's go. Okay. R&B singer Tems recently revealed that she is still a virgin at 29, sharing that she is choosing to wait for marriage. The Grammy winning Nigerian artist spoke candidly about her values, explaining that her decision stems from personal beliefs and desire for deep emotional connection. In an industry often associated with bold and provocative imagery, her openness has sparked widespread conversation about the autonomy, faith, and social expectation. Supporters praised her for standing firm in her choices, while others highlighted the importance of respecting individual paths. Timms continues to focus on her flourishing music career, providing that success and personal values can coexist. Her statement has resonated with many fans who appreciate her authenticity. Uh, authenticity. Okay, authenticity. Yo, I can't talk today. Forgive me. And commenting and commitment to living life on her own terms. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all. What is wrong with her saying that she's waiting for marriage before she gives her body to anybody? Why is it an issue? Okay. I wish I could have. I already told y'all my story. I wish I could have. I would have loved for my husband to be the first person to sample all this goodness. Okay. All this juiciness over here. I would have loved for it. I don't see anything wrong with that. And because we live in a world where everybody's so loose and goosey, everybody just want to screw out of both draw legs, and they trying to make a person like her feel bad because she wants to remain the way God intended for it to be. People forget that there's rules and regulations that God really, I mean, people want, oh, I shared something. I wonder what channel that was. I put it on my community wall. But, people want everything their way. They want it to be like Burger King, they just do. And it's really, really sad because, yeah, there is standards. Whether we believe it or not, there are standards, uh, that we supposed to live by. And people get mad at that because it talks about them. Well, I don't think it's anything wrong. Cause I mean, y'all, I don't care if I'm doing it. Wrong is wrong. I'm not gonna try to make a argument just because I'm the one doing it. No, people like that I'm scared of. I'm being honest with y'all. People like that that'll come up and start making all these reasons why stuff should be what it's not supposed to be because they're involved in it. I'm scared of them. I really am. Because see, here's the thing. I don't care if I do it every day, all day. If God says it's wrong, it's wrong. And people get mad about that. They don't like it. Well, how you gonna say, and I just feel whose authority is it? And we don't know who wrote the Bible anyway. And it could have been four shades to the winds who wrote the Bible and everybody, this, that, and the other. So okay, so what you're saying is we shouldn't have any type of rules and regulations that if that's the case, why get married? Why not just let a man? Why not just let men just take what they want? If that's okay. You see how stupid it is? Why not just go into your job and take all the money? Why not just go into the bank and just walk behind the counter? Why not just and when people say, "I that sounds stupid," yeah, it does. So why wouldn't we have values, rules, and regulations? Right, I do too. I pray she can find a man that's a virgin too, and they can explore together. How beautiful would that be? Or at least if she can't, that she would find uh, a man that values how long that she's held herself for him, and treat her like the queen she is. Okay. Again, since this is the last day of Black History Month, let's talk this. Let me show y'all this. Let's have a conversation about it. Okay. All right. Marfa is a Swahili term meaning great disaster, a terrible tragedy. It is commonly used to describe the enslavement, colonization, color. Is that color? No, colonization. I don't have my glasses on. Y'all pray for me. Systematic oppression of African people, especially the transatlantic slave trade and its enduring social, political, and economical consequences. The term was popularized in economic and culture discourse by scholars such as Marimba Ani, who used it to frame the centuries long catastrophic experience by African descendant people as a continuous historical trauma rather than isolated events. In many Pan African and African centered contexts, Mafa refers not only to slavery, but also to the Middle Passage, chattel slavery in the Americas, colonialism in Africa, in Africa, Jim Crow and apartheid, ongoing structural racism. It emphasizes historical continuity, collective memory. Okay, so what's up, Jess Andrea Boo? Hey, thank you for dropping down. So yeah, y'all see that? I keep saying I don't know how people go against their interests. I don't. I love everybody, and I explained to you all I'm mixed up, blood wise, ancestry wise, historical wise. My whole lineage is a mixture. Okay, so it ain't like I hate people because I don't. Do I hate what they've done to me? Yes. That's why I'm always telling the truth. Always telling the truth. Okay. And I'm sorry if it offends people. The truth is the light of the world. Okay. It just is. And so, people get upset. You can love who you love. You can like who you like. I got sisters that's white. I done showed y'all a couple of them. I got sisters that's white, but they don't deny what that part of their ancestry done to the other part. You can't stick your head in the sand and be like, well, it is what it is. Why we always got to apologize for telling the truth about our history? That's the part I don't like. Why do we have to be apologetic because we're talking about how people did us? Where does that make sense? And why? Why do we feel like we have to soften it for people? Oh, I just don't want them to feel. Why not? That's weird. It's just weird to me that we're still trying. I love everybody. There. I can't say there's nobody I hate. Even the orange guy, I don't hate him. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. So I have no hate in my heart. But truth is truth, okay? Because they don't hesitate to try to tell us stuff that we've done and who we are. They don't try to sugarcoat it at all. I think we need to rethink some things. I think we need to start reprogramming our minds and everything, because it's just not cool. Now, y'all know about the feud that's been going on with 50 Cent, like that, right? Right. This tripped me out. Their little daughter is so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Let me tell you, she done got into the feud too. Okay. It's not funny, but it's funny. She done got into the feud too, y'all. She got something to say to 50 Cent. Oh my gosh, she got something to say to 50 Cent. Let's go. What was his wish, girl? Sissy, what's his wish? Okay, let's go. Let me see. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Hold up. I dare you to say that again to my face. What did you say about my mama? You know I don't play about my mama. You got a day for my mama, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my mama, you made the class of her data. Those are the lots for my mama. Hold up. I dare you to say that again to my face. What did you say about my mama? You know I don't play about my mama. You got a day for my mama, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my mama, you make the class of her data. Those are the lots for my
mama. Okay.
Hold up. I dare you
one more time, y'all. This is cute to me. I'm sorry. This is cute.
Say that again to my face. What did you say about my mama? You know I don't play about my mama. You got a day for my mama, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my mama, you make the class of her data. Those are the lots for my mama. Hold up. Okay, y'all heard what she said. Don't put your mouth on my mama. Okay. She wasn't playing. She was like, 50, you got her wrong. Hold up. She's like, hold up, player. So he got a war. Okay. Yeah, I am praying for my grandson. I really am praying for my grandson because he took the test to go in the military and he scored a 98. Of course, he's smart. He scored a 98 to go in the military. But with the climate how it is, I really don't want him to go. I really don't want him to go. I know God has got him, but yeah, I just, I don't. But I'm praying because if that's what he decided to do, then Granny, Nana, as they call me, I'll be over here praying like a mother. God protect him. God keep him. God bring him home the way he left, and everything. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But he's grown. He can make his own decisions. He can make his own decisions. I'm just praying, seriously. I'm just praying that he don't go. Because right now he's in college becoming a registered nurse. And I hope he stay on that. Okay.
I hope he stay on that road of becoming a registered nurse. Yeah, don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Okay, so this is just to end Black History Month on a good note. Okay, whether you believe in this or not, this is a part of Black history. Okay, and let's go. This is in North Carolina, 2026. It's the Wi-Fi, y'all. They knew. When I look at this, I feel so happy that we as a people are still going to college in droves. Okay, like they not caring what the administration is saying. They're like, man, you got us messed up. We owe it to our ancestors. We owe it to our parents. We in this thing. Okay. Ski. Yes. Come on, pink and green. Anywho, moving forward. Moving forward. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, Lord, y'all. All I want to say is be kind to each other. Love those that will let you love them. Okay. If you got a husband, love on that man like never before. Make memories. Take a lot of pictures. Okay. Because I'm telling you, I love the fact that I took a lot of pictures of my husband and me and my husband, and that I loved on him because when he was taken away from me, oh my goodness. So I always tell women, you know, hey, let them petty arguments go, you know. And I'm talking if you have a reasonable husband. If you got one that's just always mad and he mistreats you, I'm not talking to you. Because nothing you can do is going to make him come out of whoever or whatever he is, okay? Uh, but yeah, take pictures of your husband, like catch him off guard. Take pictures that he ain't looking at the camera, because those are good memories. Like when he's fixing something, or he's asleep, or whatever the case may be, or if he's out in the yard, them are good memories. Take some with you and him and the kids. Just y'all, pictures go a long way. Oh my God. Of course, you can take pictures of any loved one. You want that thing to where you can look back and say, I remember that day. Look at this. I'm a picture person. I take a lot of pictures, believe it or not. My kids get so sick of me. I done got my mama into taking pictures. Like when we together, she'll say, "Don't forget me, girl," because I take a lot of pictures. I really do, and everything. My kids get it from me. Like my girls, especially my one daughter. Lord, today, I mean, my baby girl took pictures of her on my phone and sent it to me. Make that make sense. She took my phone, took about 9 pictures, and said, "Here you go, mama. You're welcome," and went on about her business. Like I'm gonna forget what she looked like. But anywho, that's my child. Oh Lord, I can't take none of my hubby sleeping. He looks scary. with his eyes. Girl, it's okay. It's just a memory. If you don't do number one or two, say, Lord, not saying that nothing's gonna happen to him, but I'm just saying, like I remember taking a couple of my husband's sleep and everything. I used to just, oh my God, I used to watch him sleep, which he used to do me like that. But like if he go on and he take a nap, he's supposed to be watching a sports game, and he, baby, I'm gonna lay across the bed and watch this game. I'm gonna sit in here and watch this game, and I'm like, okay. The next thing I know, I come in there 5 minutes later, he's not. But he worked hard. He was a hard-working man. That's how he showed his love to us. He loved working. He didn't want nobody to tell him not to work. He's like, now I'm going to work. Even when he was sick, I would have to get mad at him to make him stay home at least one day while he was sick. That's all he would give me is one day. And it would just be like pulling teeth with him because that man loved to punch a clock. He loved to work. He just was a worker. He loved to work. He loved taking care of his family. He loved to know that his family had things, that he was responsible for his family. And the reason why we were doing as good as we was because of him. He loved that. So telling him to miss work because he was sick, baby, that was like you might as well just roll him up and just put him away dry. Okay. So I learned that about him. So all I did when even when he was sick, I would just, honey, fill him up with herbs and tea and send him to work with different things to help him. Because I knew trying to keep him home, that's an argument I didn't need. I didn't need it in my life. I wanted my life to be precious and, beautiful like it was. So arguing with this man about staying home, honey, pick your battles. I would have to pick my battles. He would be sick, and I would just look at him. Baby, I'm going to work. I'm like, I know you're going to work, baby. I ain't say nothing. Just let me take care of you while you're here. Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna go get you some tea. Okay. Can you pack me something to go so I can drink it at lunch? Yes, baby. I pack you something to go. Like, I pick my arguments, y'all. Shoot, some men stay home when they got a headache. I don't understand that one, but hey, I'm not coming at y'all. Do you, baby? Do you? But yeah, so. Mm-mm. The hardest thing for me to do as a parent, y'all, was to realize my children were adults. Our baby girl, when she graduated at 18, uh, and everything, my husband passed away that same year. And she had to like really grow up because now she was still dealing with her favorite sister passing. And she had started grieving that. Then she started grieving. Now her daddy's gone and she's a daddy's girl. Let's not get that twisted. My baby girl's a daddy's girl. I knew it as well as everybody else. So she had to deal with that. Then, it was just so many things. So she's beginning to come to grips with everything now. She's in counseling. She has her own townhouse, praise God. Duh. Honey. Y'all don't, let me tell y'all. Thank you, Tita Talks, Mama Tita. Thank you so much. She told me, baby, you're going to enjoy being an empty nester. I know it's scary right now, but you're going to enjoy being, baby, do you know how it feels to only be responsible for me? I really had to get used to that, but do y'all know how it feels to only be responsible for me? My God, today. If I don't want to cook, I ain't got to. If I don't want to go nowhere, I ain't got to. If I want to go somewhere, I can, and I ain't got to worry about what I'm gonna do with the child and blah blah blah. Baby, mm-mm. You couldn't pull me back in that if you tried. I'm sorry. Me and JV was talking about that, and he was like, "There's nothing wrong with you saying what you prefer, because even though I'm a mother, all of my kids are grown. I don't want that responsibility. I just don't." And people get mad at me. I get emails about that, like, it's not fair because you're a mother and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm a mother with no responsibilities. I'm 55 years old. What I look like taking on responsibilities again? No, it's all about me and Jesus. Jesus crucified and all about me. I don't want that responsibility. I'm sorry. I just don't. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't. I can come and go as I please. I can do me. I ain't gotta worry about no babysitters. I ain't gotta worry about what I'm gonna do with this one and that one and this. No, that's over. It's just about me. Okay? So let me see what you said, sissy. Hold on. I love seeing my children become responsible adults. I won't lie, I miss you all being in the same. Right. And that's what was hard for me. Everybody, like, we went from everybody being in the same house to one person moving, the other person moving, the other person moving, and everything. And so, like, if I want to, I could see my oldest son because he has the apartment downstairs, but he's still on his own. If I cook and there's something left, he come up there and eat. Other than that, he buys his own food and all that. He pays his own stuff, like, seriously. So, I'm keeping my house. At least I think I'm keeping my house because of the space. And I like it. I really do. I like it. And so, yeah, that's that's why I'm keeping it because I like it and the space and, yeah, the area. I love my patio, which I'm gonna spend many days out there come summertime and springtime. I can't wait. I was gonna get a jacuzzi. I'm still thinking, should I get a jacuzzi? Because with fibromyalgia, it's how that is. A jacuzzi would really work. So I'm really thinking about if I'm going to get a jacuzzi or not. So that's my thing. I was supposed to get one years ago, but I changed my mind because we were going to relocate to Georgia to our house down there because we got a house in Georgia. So um, and everything. So we was gonna relocate down there, but what happened, so I didn't get a chance to. So now that I think I'm gonna stay here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and invest in a jacuzzi and yeah, use it for my bones and stuff like that. Uh, then I thought about, well, now I'll just get a pool, but now because a pool, it unless it's got a warmer on it, it does not work. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not trying to spend no whole lot of money because I'm trying to stack up on water and all that other stuff. Especially, I told y'all that a war was coming. Mixology just said he's got a war. And I also told y'all about the water. I played something yesterday that told y'all about the water. You may not believe that God speaks to me, and I'm not trying to convince you. You either do or you don't. It's up to you. Okay? Honey. Okay. I'm just supposed to tell you. Once I tell you, it's out for me. All right? It just is. A lot of people, and let me encourage you, some of you that's like me, you have, you a small content creator. Okay. I've dealt with these emotions on and off. I've dealt with people not supporting you like you support them. I've dealt with, um, even though you have a good channel, people dismissing your channel because they're so stuck on chaos. People are drawn to chaos. Who did what, who said what, why they said it, who they arguing, they don't like each other, blah, blah, blah. Okay, come on, sissy. Yes. Okay. Now, uh, you know, and I always tell people I'm the best hidden secret. I am. And it's so funny because when people finally do give my channel a try and they hear what I talk about over here and all this stuff, they like, wow, I didn't know you talked about all that. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Wow. And I'm like, all you do is come here. But because we are fixated on chaos, we're fixated on drama, we're drawn to drama. What's the latest drama? I want to hear drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the thing, and that's why I tell people, and I really would love for YouTube to take me out of a certain and other, what's it called? I was gonna say aneurysm. That's not it. Uh I want YouTube to take me out of that. They got me in one place, and I don't want to be in that place because that place is synonymous with drama. And because my channel is not a drama channel or a beefing channel or whatever, it puts me at the bottom. So I'm asking YouTube, and I'm trying to get my when you select where your videos should be, I'm putting them in other algorithms to see who is connected to me more. So like this particular video, I got it in politics because of what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna see if I get more hits in politics. All the other one of my videos is in entertainment. Okay, so I'm beginning to restructure those. I'm going back in and resaving them under different ones to see if I get better hits. Because I don't want to be over there. My channel's not a drama channel. It's not a dragging channel. It's not a beefing channel. But that's where they got me stuck at. Okay, so therefore my views is few and in between, because them same people don't want what I have to offer. They want drama. Okay, and I realize a lot of people come over here when no one else is on, and as soon as they see that their fave drama person, dragon person is on, they drop me and go somewhere else, and that's fine. It's cool, it's cool. But I don't want to be a second thought. I don't. I don't want to be a second thought, because my commentary is just as important as anybody else's. Hello, that's how I see myself. Let me see. It's based on many factors. Your subscription, subscribers, and what you watch. Yep. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I've been doing that, sissy. A lot of people I have unsubscribed from. I when they bring them to me, I'm like, do not recommend, because I'm serious. My channel is just as good, honey, if not better than some of these people. And for me to get none of the support from the people that I support, that's not flying with me. Not in 2026. I told everybody, 2026, no, it's not flying with me. And I'm not saying every live somebody has to be here. Oh, come on now, I'm an adult. I know life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? I know life be lifing and everything. But every now and then I should see your face in the place. Every now and then, even if you can't stay. I always try to give people 15 minutes, even if I can't stay, for the simple fact that 15 minutes count in YouTube records. Like 15 minutes count. If somebody shows up in your chat, then that goes for your watch hours. It's, you know what I'm saying? So I always try to give people 15 minutes, even if I know I can't stay. And sometimes I'll be cleaning up and I'll click on somebody's live and do what I got to do while I'm listening. Sometimes I can't be in the chat, but I'll be listening. Let me see. Ping a link. Okay. I'm here, Madam D. Ham show took me to your channel. I watch replay because I work. Okay, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed to me, love, go on and give me a little subscription. I appreciate you, and get you some rest. I know how the graveyard shift is. Get you some rest, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um, and let me see. Absolutely, but you will grow or get. Yeah, and that's what I've been doing. I've been getting it out the mud. Seriously. And I don't have a problem with that, because I don't owe nobody nothing. Okay. The Bible says, owe nobody nothing but to love them. And that's all I do. I give people plenty of love. Oh, you're welcome, love. You're welcome so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Mr. Ham, he was in here. I don't know if he's still in here. He usually come back when he leaves. He has to go do something. But I appreciate him for telling you about my show. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I try. I learn from y'all too. And I always tell people, you don't have to agree with me to be over here. I'm an adult. I understand that we don't always have to agree. So I tell a lot of people, they feel like, well, if I disagree with you, you might, I don't, only time I'll block you is if you're disrespectful. There's a way to disagree without being disrespectful. So yeah, we're grown over here. We grown women, grown men. So yeah, I just appreciate, people coming and listening to my point of view. Even if you say, well, I don't kind of see that, no problem. You know, you might get me to agree with you, or we might just be like, okay, let's agree to disagree. Because everybody has different experiences in their life. And so I can't expect you to see things all the time from my ways, because maybe you haven't been through what I've been through, vice versa. So yeah, that's just what it is. Um, but yeah, I just want to encourage everybody who has a small channel to just hang in there, do you, stay focused on you. And I know we see these people, these subbies, they be sending super chats and cash apps to these people that I wouldn't walk across the street with them. And they don't give nothing. They don't be giving nothing. But I'm telling you, like I told y'all once before, y'all know that YouTube, when it comes to super chats, YouTube takes 45%. 45%, I think. I don't think it's 60 yet. I think it's still 45% or whatever super chat you get. And a lot of times people send super chats so a person can feel wanted. So, they can see their name called, and all of that. That's what I was trying to find, boo. I promise you I was trying to find that. And that's why I said I think they took it. Cause I saved that, but I think they took it. Let me look somewhere else real quick. Hold on. Cause I might have put it somewhere else. But yeah, so uh yeah. I be seeing people, I'm like, y'all sent the cash out for that? Really? Okay. 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 Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I found it. Trying to see what am I eating today, y'all. I think I want some oxtails. I really do. I think I want some oxtails. Hold on, I'm looking. I've been craving oxtails for 2 weeks and haven't gotten them yet. Okay, let me look in her. Let's see. I'm gonna have to find it. And on my next live, hopefully I have it because I can't find it. And that's the truth. I was looking for it, can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Let me look one more place real quick before we get out of here. Because I wanted to talk about that. You know, I was telling people that was going to happen, and they told me, no, that's going too far. That's not going to happen. I said, what's going to happen is it's going to be people that say, well, why can't I identify as a tree? Why can't I identify as a cow? Why can't I identify as this? If everybody can identify as something, they was going to come back and say, well, why can't I identify as this, that, and the other? Okay. And yeah, and people argued me down about that. Nah, let's not. That's going too far. That ain't gonna happen. Y'all need to stop it. And blah blah blah. And then what happened? Don't tell me. I be knowing what I'm talking about. That's why I promise y'all. I just get quiet. I do. What is there to say? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, especially if I know something. What do I look like? So I'll just get quiet and go, oh, okay, and be done with it. No argument, no nothing. You know. So yeah. Let me see. Dang it, I just read it. Oh, y'all, my cousin just got me. I told you I was trying to avoid it. My cousin just got me. Another one of our cousins passed away. I tried my best not. Oh my God. Anyway, um, I don't even know what to say now. If y'all can, like I said, keep our family in prayer. I'm so sick of this. I don't know what to do. I'm so serious. I'm so sick of this. But it's part of life. But y'all, I've had my share. Okay, I've had my share. Uh, hold on. I know I'm gonna have to remove this, but hold on. My nose is draining. Let me get over here. Where's you all at? Here we go. Right here. I'm gonna have to find it and they were mermaids. Child, yeah, I'm gonna have to find it and come back on here on my next live and pull it up because it's utterly ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous, honey. So you know war brings money for the rich, right? So you really got to like pray and see why the war is happening because it brings money for the rich. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. Listen to this chord right here, y'all. Listen. Hey.
Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah, yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen of night. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. She walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly.